Hi, my name is Lisa, and I'm from the Windsor Woods Area Library with the Virginia Beach Public Library. Welcome to Finger Gym to Go, Alien and UFO Edition. Today we'll be doing crafts that will help us strengthen our muscles and develop our coordination. Here are the crafts that we'll be doing today. We'll be making an alien and a UFO, as well as a star map. Let's get started. Our first craft is an alien. You will have a package of Crayola Model Magic. It's white and you can use paint or markers to decorate it, however you want. Mine is blue. Just like this little guy right here. He's the one we're going to make today inside this UFO. All right, so clay or dough is a great way to exercise those fingers and hand muscles. So your alien can look however you want it to look. Mine's kind of a blob because he's going to be sitting down. So he's got a head and he's got two arms. But yours can be as fancy or as simple as you want him to be. You will also have a piece of pipe cleaner. It could be green or silver or blue or gold, just like mine. You can practice twisting with these if you want to, or you can use your scissors and work on scissor skills. Have your child work on their scissor skills. So I'm going to give mine two little antennas. And I'm pinching, and I have some eyes. You'll also have some Google eyes. These are really tiny. Yours might be different. They could be a different color or a different size. Mine are little pink eyeballs, and I'm going to just push those in there. It's a lot of fun for the kids, the texture. If you want to make sure these stay on, you can also use glue. Any kind of glue is good. And there's my alien. He's going to go in the UFO once it's complete. Right. Next, we will be creating a UFO for our alien to drive. You will have two paper plates. You want to make sure that the holes are aligned when you flip them over for lacing. So your child may need your assistance with this part. But if it's not perfect, that's okay too. You will also have a little plastic cup, which we're going to use for the top of our spaceship. You'll have two pieces of ribbon. One will be for lacing and one will be to hang this up or to fly it around. You'll have some assorted foam shapes and colors to be the windows or buttons, whatever you want to pretend those are. And you'll have some tissue paper to glue on and decorate your UFO. All right. You will need a pair of scissors. And you will also need some glue. So either type of glue is fine. If you're using the all-purpose glue that's in stick form, it's great for applying pressure and learning to grip, just like you're holding a writing utensil. If you're using the regular school glue, it's great because they're squeezing and using those muscles. So either one is fine. So we're going to start with our lacing. You don't have to start with lacing. You can start with the decoration if you want to do that. Whatever you want to go with. And like I said, these don't have to line up perfectly. It's whatever you're comfortable with. This is their art, so they're all going to look a little bit different. So if your child is learning how to tie a knot, this is a good opportunity to practice that. Otherwise, if you want to tie it for them, you can. Just go ahead and secure that. And then through. And this part will probably take a little while, and that's okay. This is just a fun activity to do together. It can be a quiet time activity. So it's okay if it takes a little bit of time. They can take their time, and they don't have to use every one of the pre-punched holes. They can do however many they want to, whatever their attention span is. If they want to lace over, they can do that. If they want to lace over and under, that's okay too. You should have plenty of ribbon for that. This lacing is really good for them because they're holding the plate with one hand while they're pinching and grabbing with the grabbing the ribbon and lacing it through with the other. So they are multitasking. They're learning to use their hands and their brains to multitask while they lace this plate. So when you're done, it should look something like this. I've just tied it here at the edge. You can see that I did not do every single hole, but I did a lot of them. And now it's time to start decorating. So again, you can use either type of glue, whatever you have at your house, whatever they like to use is just fine. So I am going to start with my tissue paper, but they can start with whichever they want to use. There's no right or wrong way to do this. So I'm just gonna press in here and put a whole bunch of glue. This is a great opportunity to talk about applying pressure. If you have a child who presses too hard when they're using their crayons or markers, practicing with the glue is a good thing to do because that will give them a very good visual sense of what happens when they press too hard before they break the crayons. And then they can just layer these on however they want it to look is fine. It's their artwork. And they're pressing and they're smoothing. And then they can add a little bit of extra if they need it and just smooth it out. So, as long as they're having fun. Okay. They don't have to use all of it. They can use whatever they want. And they can smooth the edges with their finger. And that's fine. Okay. And then they'll pick out their shapes. And this is great. You'll have a bunch of different colors and shapes. So this is an opportunity to work on those skills, identifying colors and shapes. And so you can just kind of glue those on. They can glue them on wherever they want to. If they want to practice with their markers, they can color on them. That's fine too. This is their artwork, so it can look however they want. These can be windows, they can be buttons. And they'll press. And a lot of times they don't apply enough glue. They just put just a dab and then it doesn't stick. So you'll talk about applying pressure. How much glue? Do you need more or less glue? So quantity is a good thing to talk about right now. Even if you're using this, sometimes they'll squeeze and like there's a whole bunch of glue and then you can talk about more and less than too. So we've got this part decorated. And then if it's a little flat, that's okay. You can always decorate it before you do your lacing too. So whichever way you decide to do it is fine. So once you get it decorated and laced, you just pop it back out. And what I did was I tied this first and then put my alien on top of the UFO and glued the plastic down, but you don't have to do it that way. So then your child will probably need a little help at this point. If they are learning to tie knots, then this could be a good opportunity for them to practice. So you just pull it through, and the great thing about these paper plates is there's room to maneuver here for tying. Okay, so I'm going to tie that. here and tie it on the opposite side too. And if they're impatient while they're waiting, you can have them sing a little song. We've actually included a rhyme that is on the Jay Brewery YouTube page, and it's called Bumpin' Up and Down in My Little Space Shuttle. So you can adapt that for UFO if you want to. And you can go check out their YouTube video to hear that song if you want to hear how it sounds with the lyrics. Okay, so now our UFO is ready to fly. Okay. Now this is up to you. You can either glue your alien down or you can just stick them down. So I'm going to use this squeezy glue because I haven't used that yet. I'm going to put a lot of glue on there and squeeze him down there, press him on there. And this is probably another opportunity for them to get their hands in there and play with the Play-Doh because it'll just need some reshaping. And then our plastic cup is last. We're going to glue that on. He's going to get squished in there. Whichever glue you want to use is fine. I'm going to use the stick glue. Just put it around there. And then I'll probably also put some around here too. And then just have your child press it down and have them put some pressure on that. And as hard as they can without breaking the cup. So they'll need to let it sit for a couple minutes. And then when you're all done and everything is dry, you can pick it up and you can fly it around. You can even hang it from the ceiling if you want to have your UFO up there hanging out with your alien. And that's our craft, our UFO. For our last craft, we're going to create a star map with stickers and chalk. So you'll have a piece of black cardstock, some stickers, and a piece of chalk. It'll probably be yellow or white chalk. Peeling is a great activity for pinching and gripping. And it's fun for them. They love stickers. So they can just put their stickers anywhere on this page, wherever they want to put them. If they want to make a pattern, this is a great time to talk about patterns. If they want to count how many stars they're putting on, this is a good time to do that as well. So they're just going to put all of their stars down. And the stars are a little tricky for the younger kids because they've got so many corners, but it's good practice. So I'm just going to use up my stars. There we go. And then we're going to take our chalk. I've got green chalk. And we're just going to connect the stars, just like connect the dots. So they're going to practice holding a writing utensil. And they're going to practice drawing a straight line. And however they want to connect them is fine. They might make connections that you don't think about. And they might want them all connected. So it just depends on your child and what their preference is. Okay, so I've connected my stars and I have a little constellation there. So you'll just ask them to think about what it looks like and then we can practice writing the word. So when I look at this one, I think it's a kite and it's a nice day to fly a kite. So then I can practice writing my letters. And if they don't think it looks like anything, that's okay too. If they've just created a really nice pattern, that's fine too. And then when you're done with your chalk, you can have them decorate cardboard boxes that you might have lying around that you're not going to use again. Or if you have like brick or like a fence that you're okay with them drawing on, they can continue to practice writing with their chalk. It's a little different than the sidewalk chalk we're used to. It's a little bit thinner and a little bit more delicate. So it's really a good opportunity to practice gripping a writing utensil that's closer to a pencil. that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining us. Have fun creating, using your imaginations, and exercising those muscles. If you'd like to send us some pictures of your artwork, we would love to see that. You can message us on Facebook at Virginia Beach Public Library or send them to us on Instagram at VBP Library. Thanks. Have a great day.